I don't know what you want to cover off on, but personally, I think we should open some project files and talk about how we make the stuff, really.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff I can bring, and we can say like open up phasing or something, or maybe one of my new tracks.
But I think what we're going to try and show is maybe from our personal insights what's worked for us and what hasn't worked.
Yeah.
By all means, if you don't know music, that's kind of the reason why you come too.
When you go on Google and you Google like how does a compressor work, you might not exactly get it. Like if someone tells you how it is and shows you in the context of actually a song, you might actually understand it better.
In the old days, we'd have to go and make a record, you'd send it off, someone else listens to it, and now someone else listens to it, and you get feedback, and
Yep.
you have to be reliant upon them to say yes or no to your record.
I think it's interesting. I think it'll be interesting for kids to see how we all happen for us. I think they'll like it.
And whether it be Logic or whether it be Cubase or Fruity Loops or Ableton, a lot of people are using these days.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter what you use. It's trying to get that creativity, I think. When you do a remix, sometimes I think you get it, already comes with a vocal. See, comes with a vocal, comes with parts. And sometimes when you sit there and you go, oh, that should have been there and that should have been there. And essentially, it's just your interpretation of a record. I think songwriting is kind of like...
It's a whole new level.
It's not as simple as just getting another bit of a record, putting it in your tracking so we can put it on for sale now.
Another thing we can talk about is publishing as well.
Yeah.
Because when I sampled that record, I had to give away half of the publishing
Yeah.
to the original writer.
Which is a whole different conversation we've got to have. But
Yeah.
it's important to know because, I think that there's that side of, while we won't get too technical today, we want to show you how we make our stuff and what goes on to the process of music and I guess the
Exactly.
music business. But equally as important, that music business, that publishing part is something important you need to know
Very
because
important, yeah.
it's half of the way you get your revenue, yet I don't think it's kind of hidden. It's important to understand and maybe to understand what you sign up to when you first start out. The first deal you sign is probably the most critical one you sign, really, because it's the first time you come across it. If you like it, and I guess when you play it out, it works for you, then that's enough. So we've got a lot to cover off on is what we've got to talk about on this thing. But I think the key things that everyone can come along and learn is that it's a music workshop that hopefully we can open up all the doors that maybe you haven't, have been previously locked.
We should probably do like a little comp.
Yeah.
Like a competition.
Like a remix thing.
By that time, we might have one of our tracks that are ready to be remixed or something like that, and kids can do it on the fly or take the parts away.
That's a good idea. We're gonna do that. It's a remix comp as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's the kind of thing, I want people to be able to walk away and say, I took something away from it, something tangible.
Yeah.
And then we can, between us, we've got, contacts, we'll send it to all our guys around the world. We'll put it out on Beatport, so they're gonna get a guaranteed release. This is the kind of thing I want to achieve. We can hopefully help someone get that next step up, because that's what it's all about, really.